All right, Supreme Lifestyle. Not an easy song. Very grooving, very funky, a lot of movement. But the thing is, it does a lot of the same characteristics. It does a lot of the same like patterns here and there. It's just a slight, change it up or, put something somewhere else. So anyways, to begin with the song, I used a 24 fret bass, where right now I only have a 22 fret bass, so I have to kind of hit where the 24 fret would be because it's a D harmonic. So it's supposed to be right over the 24 fret, and then I come to the 19, and then I just do a little like bring down. So supreme. So harmonic on the 19, and then come down without picking or anything. Come down on 20. Pretty cool. Then there's this little riff at the beginning. So that's how I play it. It's kind of... There we go. That's a lot cleaner. Okay, so that little riff starts on the second string on the 14th fret, 14, 12, down to 14 of the third, and then up to 11 on the first string, and then down to the 12th fret of the second, then the 12th fret of the third string, and then the 14th fret of the second string. Then you got to make that big jump to the 4th string from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. It's always going. I'm playing it really. So that's where we're coming in. And then we're going to, so that's the first pattern, 5-7-7. So it's a hammer on. So that's that rhythm. So 5 to octave, which is 7 on 1. So we got 3rd string 5, which is D, and then to the octave of D on the 1st string, which is 7th fret, and then it stops on the E, which is the 7th fret on the 3rd string. So let's go 5-7-7, 5-7-7-7. So what we got there, we got the 8th fret on the 4th string, 7th fret, 6th fret on the 4th string, 5th fret on the 2nd string, 3rd string. Jesus, let me try that one more time. 6th fret on the 4th string, 5th fret on the 3rd string, 4th fret on the 2nd string. So 1, ba, ba, ba. So that little ba, ba, they got 7-5 on the 3rd string, open, and then it does a little chromatic walk from 4 all the way up to 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that thing again? Does it again? Okay, so what's going on there? So we got second string, 4th fret, 3rd string, 5th fret, 4th string, 7th fret. And then it goes down to 5 on the 4th, and then to 3 on the 4th. Then I do a 5-1 thing, so that's going from when I'm landing on the 3rd fret on the 4th string, I go to the 5th fret on the 3rd string to the 5th fret on the 7th string. There's a ghost note in there on that 2nd string. It's so I'm hitting it 3 times, but I'm only pressing down on the last 2. So that's 5 on the 3rd string, 3 on the 4th string. Then it goes back up to the 5 on the 3rd string again. And that's 2 on the 4th string, 5 and 5 on the 3rd and 4th string. Same kind of same pattern. Same kind of like ghost note. And then I just stop there on the 1st fret and wait for the part to turn around on the 4th string. So now we're getting to the chorus. Chorus starts on an E on the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Alright, go down. So it goes 5 on the 3rd, 7 on the 4th, 5 on the 4th. That is 7 on the 4th string, 4 on the 3rd string, and then 5 on the 3rd string. This song has a lot of little ghost notes. It's a feel thing. It's a groove thing. It's kind of like once you kind of get that pattern, you'll kind of feel it, you know. So that's kind of how the feel of it. So that's where we left off. 7, 5 on the 3rd string. It ends up on the 7th on the 4th. So it goes to the 4, 5, 7 on the 3rd string. Open to open string on the 4th. So back to the 7 on the 3rd. A little slide down. Then it goes 2, 4, and 5 on the 4th string. Does the same pattern. And then it goes to the 7 on the 4th string, 4 and 5 on the 3rd string, and then that turn around again. 7, 5 on the 3rd string, 7 on the 4. Goes back up to 4, 5, 7 on the 3rd string. Open. 5. Open 4. 5 on the 4th string, and then it does a harmonic on the 7th fret on the 2nd string, and then I'm back in. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7 on the 4th string. Oh. Which is the same pattern I showed you before. The only thing I'm adding different is I'm doing this real quick octave turnaround thing. That's the only thing I'm doing different. So if you got that pattern, so the 2/4 octave on the 4th and the 2nd string, and then to 3-5 on the 4th and the 2nd string. Just real quick. Back to the same pattern, that 5-7. Okay, this is the only time I do this in the song, so I've got to explain this one. So after I'm doing that pattern, I go to the 5 on the 4th string, go to the octave on the 2nd string, which is 7. So I do another little ghost notey thing. And I go boom, bam, boom. I'm landing on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, then going up to the 7th fret. Then I'm going up to the 7th fret on the 2nd string, 5th fret on the 2nd string, and then back to the 7th fret on the 3rd string. And then this is another reoccurring pattern that was in the first verse, which is that 6, 5, starting from the 4th string, 6, 5 on the 3rd, 4 on the 2nd string, and then from 7 to 5 on the 3rd string, open, and then that chromatic run again from 4, 5, 6, 7th fret on the 3rd string. Then it does the kind of the same thing as what it did at the beginning of the verse. That 4, 5, 7, 5, 3, and then that 5-1 thing again, 5 octave thing on 3, 5, 5, then 2. This time I go to the 1, then I go to the octave, which is the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then I come up to here on the 11th, 12th, and 13th fret on the 1st string to do this little spooky thing. And then I slide up to the chorus again, which is almost identical. That's all the same. That's the same. There's the only difference. I do a little crawl up to the next note instead of doing that little 7, 4, 5 thing. I go little just weird kind of tension chromatic ascension part. So it starts on 2, 3 on the 3rd string. That's like a ghost note again. Boom, bam, bam, bam. So 4, 4, 5. That's the same. Okay, that's the next part. So going into the little turnaround before we go into the bridge. So we got the so 4, 5, 7, 7. Ghost note, open string, 2, 4, 5 on the 4th string again. You see that pattern quite a bit. Then I go jump down to the 7th fret on the 3rd string. I go 7th fret on the 3rd string, and I slide from the 7th fret to the 9th fret on the 2nd string. So, bam, bam, 7, 5, 7, 5, but it's 7 on the 3rd string, 5 on the 2nd string. Then I just go down with, I think it's like me and Mike kind of do the dun 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 dun. So 7, 5, 3 on the 4th string. So that's the pattern. Doon doon ga doon ga doon doon ga doon ga doon doon ga, and it's just octaves on the 3rd fret to the 5th fret of the 4th string and the 2nd string. I think I hold it out. I don't think I do, like, I don't think I lift it up. I think I ring those notes out to sustain through the whole part. So it goes from 3 to 5 to 2 to 4 on the 4th and 2nd string, to open 4th and 2 on the 2nd. Stay on 5. Now this is a different little pattern. Up. And it does an octave too, but it's just kind of broken up, kind of weird. It's a kind of a feel thing to what the drums and the guitar are doing. So then I do a little. So when I do that, it's not alright. That is on the 1st fret, or the 1st string, from the 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret. Why I'm holding that down. It's not alright. So the bridge starts on a B, and what I'm doing is 1 and 5 of the chord. So I'm doing the B to the F sharp, and that's the 7th fret of the 4th string to the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So the second time I'm still keeping that F sharp going. I'm sliding down to the A, but I'm still playing that F sharp. So where it was 1-5, now it's 1-6. But which is the 4th fret on the 2nd string, down to the 3rd fret. That's on 4th fret, 2nd string to the 2nd fret to the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And then I do a little chromatic run, starting from the 1st fret on the 2nd string all the way up to the 4th fret. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I do a little octave jump again on the 3rd to 5th, on the 4th and 2nd, up to the 5th and 7th fret of the 4th and 2nd. I think I just basically repeat the same thing, except I don't, this one I just kind of write it out. So instead of doing that, I'm just styles. So that's where the turnaround starts. So I go 5, 7, 5, 7 on 4th and 3rd string. That's when the vibe little part comes in. Boom, 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 boom. Then open E. So we got 7th fret, 5th fret on the 4th string, both on 4th string, and then open 4th string. Boom, boom, dam, boom, boom, dam, boom. Let's see. So that's just a real quick turnaround of the chorus. Does the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and then it goes down 5. It goes down to the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and then 7th fret, 5th fret on the E string. And then 7, 5, 3. Then it does the same thing as like the beginning before the bridge. But this time it goes instead of, you know, stopping at that A or the 5th fret on the 4th string, it does just a little. So that little, so I was found out on less than 9 days. So that's just on the 2nd string, I just slide up, coming off from the 5th fret on the 4th, and I slide from the 7th to the 9th fret. 7, 9, down to 7, down to 9 of the 3rd string. Back to the 3rd fret again, doing the same pattern, that octave pattern. Then to the 2nd and the 4th fret. Then I slide it all the way on the 4th string and land on that E, or the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and then open E, or 4th string. Slide up, starting from the 1st fret on the E string or the 4th string, and then stop at that D, which is the 5th fret on the 3rd string. Woo! All right, well, that was kind of a crazy little tutorial there. There's a lot of notes. Like I said before, you do you kind of see the patterns in there, and then you just kind of like gotta flip-flop them and do some things. There are some things that are only done one time, but you know, as long as you get the feel, the rhythm down, the ghost notes, the overall feel of the song, the picking pattern is very, all the parts are kind of very relative to each other. So that's probably the hardest part of the song, is kind of getting that right hand ghost note technique thing down, those kind of syncopated 16th note grooves. As far as the left hand, there's a lot of jumping, but if you just kind of follow how I was doing it, and you kind of keep your hand in certain clusters, I don't really jump too far out in many places, keep everything, you know, pretty much in the same spot to make playing all these notes a lot easier. This is definitely an intermediate, more of an advanced song. So if you're a beginner, I wouldn't really try to tackle this song. There's a little too much in it. Intermediate, please push yourself. I don't know, a lot of intermediate players don't quite play a lot of syncopated stuff. If you are, good for you. If not, this is a great way, you know, to take some parts out and do some exercising if you don't listen to music that's that syncopated. You know, stuff like Steely Dan, for example, stuff like that, or Motown, anything like that. If you don't listen to that and you're a rock fan, this is about as syncopated as it gets for a rock band. I'm sure there's tons other, but you know, this happens to be our little song that we kind of do that the more of a crazy syncopated groove bass line to. Anyways, if you have any questions about this song or any parts of it, please email me, tyzamoramusic@gmail.com, and I look forward to hearing your feedback, your request, and I'll see you on the next song.